Hi, and welcome to another episode of Cases That Should Have Gone to the Supreme Court of Canada, but didn't. Today, we're talking about how boys just want to have fun. Cases that should have gone to the Supreme Court of Canada, but didn't. Fun Club International operated a cigar lounge in Quebec. And unfortunately, city bylaws where the cigar lounge was located didn't allow for cigar lounges to be operating. But because it had been there for so long, it was exempt from the application of that bylaw. It predated the bylaw. Sadly, the building in which Fun Club International had their cigar lounge was sold, and Fun Club International had to move their business to another location a few blocks down the street. Everybody seemed to think that this was fine until the city tried to shut down the cigar lounge, stating that it was in violation of city bylaws. The court ultimately determined that the bylaw exemption was site-specific, and as soon as Fun Club International was not allowed to operate on that site any longer, they weren't allowed to operate a cigar lounge at all, even though they'd been operating a cigar lounge since before the bylaw was introduced. This case raises very interesting issues about site-specific rights, because as we know, as properties are flipped and bought and sold, and as our property markets in this country have been ballooning, people are forced to move. People often move not because of a choice, but because of something that is beyond their control. And should people lose their entire business, their entire mechanism of earning money, employees lose their jobs, and all of this because somebody forces them to move? It seems unfair, particularly where the business was lawfully operating just a few doors down before. This important issue affects the livelihoods of so many Canadians, and the Supreme Court of Canada had the opportunity to make the playing field a little bit fairer between cities and businesses and individuals. Unfortunately, they missed that opportunity, and we'll have to wait for another case where another set of people have been disadvantaged by the city's policies that impact them in a negative way. You're watching Cases That Should Have Gone to the Supreme Court of Canada, but didn't. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Cases That Should Have Gone to the Supreme Court of Canada, but didn't. I'm Kyla Lee at Acumen Law Corporation. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and thanks to Brazen Bull Creative for putting on these videos.